Hey there, how's it going there, Pokemon fans? My name is Ovi, and oh boy does it feel good to be back on my own turf. Yes, we're doing a Pokemon Theory today. It has been a while, so I'm a little bit rusty, but hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Today we're talking about Claydol and a mysterious hidden Pokemon we might have not seen yet. You'll see what I mean. Roll that intro. After doing some research, I don't believe I'm the first one to point this out, but I am trying my best to put everything together so you guys have a better understanding. For that, we need to start from the very beginning and figure out how Claydol came into being. Claydol is a very unusual looking Pokemon that was introduced back in Generation 3. It is a ground psychic Pokemon that can actually levitate. Through its early Pokédex entries, we learned that it is in fact a very old Pokemon that was man-made. According to Pokemon Sapphire, quote, Claydol is an enigma that appeared from a clay statue made by an ancient civilization dating back 20,000 years. This Pokemon shoots beams from both its hands. This puts Claydol and that civilization way back in the Pokemon timeline, making the Kalos War seem like it just took place. From Sapphire all the way to Pokemon Black and White 2, there was not really any new info added, except a strange fact that, quote, came to life as a Pokemon from exposure to a mysterious ray of light, end quote. Well, it seems that Game Freak is hiding a mysterious figure going around shooting lasers and making new Pokemon, right? I mean, that's what happened with Deoxys. We can try to speculate where this ray came from, but the information looked very limited and it's just anyone's guess. However, I decided to make this theory thanks to the latest Pokédex entries found in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. Ultra Moon states, quote, the ancient people who made it apparently modeled it after something that descended from the sky. It fires beams from both arms, end quote. I find this very fascinating because it means that if you were not aware of this, all the time you were assuming that Claydol was a unique Pokemon, but it was in fact representing a different mysterious Pokemon that we really don't know much about, other than that it fell from the sky. And I know I am assuming that is in fact a Pokemon, even though the Pokédex clearly states quote unquote something. But Claydol has eyes, what appears to be beaks and arms, which leads me to believe that it was in fact a Pokemon that fell from the sky. The last fact is very peculiar as well because there is a group of Pokemon that is understood fell from the sky, and you guessed it, we're gonna try and see if we can make a connection. These Pokemon are known as extraterrestrial Pokemon, and to make the video short and to the point, let's start with the ones that seem obvious to not share a connection with Claydol. These include Clefairy's Evolutions family, Staryu and Starmie, Arceus and the Creation Trio, Lunatone and Solrock, Elgyem and Beheeyem, man I killed those names, and Kyurem. Lunatone's eyes are similar, but I discarded the possibility because it is said that they were discovered 40 years ago prior to the events of X and Y. Kyurem fell down most likely as the original dragon, and I find it hard to believe that it looked like some owl with 360-degree eyes. There is also Deoxys, but it was created the same way as Claydol. We don't know how old it is, and so there is not enough information to either disregard it or make a connection. But it gets pretty interesting when you take Ultra Beasts into account. It is said that Necrozma came to the Pokemon world in ancient times. As you know, they come through Ultra wormholes, and they are a rather bizarre event, which leads me to believe that an ancient civilization witnessing this could have tried to make a representation of these creatures using a Claydol. The biggest question is which Ultra Beast? To me, the most promising is Celesteela. While they look very different, their concept seems almost identical. I'm sure you can see the similarities, but there are also major differences as well. Their colors, the eyes, so it's very difficult to tell. But the last possibility is that Claydol could be based on a creature that has not been introduced to us yet. I still believe it is an Ultra Beast that we might get to see in the future. Since Game Freak keeps modifying their Pokédex entries, they could go full circle and make a connection to a different Pokemon that is released later on. But this is just theories and speculation. What do you guys think? Is Claydol based on a Pokemon we have not seen yet? Or this is just a weird fact that is never going to get addressed by Game Freak? Don't forget to let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you next time with more Pokemon videos. Peace!